Well, hello everyone, we are back with yet another weekly video at Illusion Training and Education. Now today I'm going to talk about how to remove a BruxZir crown from the patient's tooth. We all know that BruxZir is nothing but a monolithic zirconia which is an extremely tough material. It has a high flexural strength of 1465 megapascals. Well, one of the most common questions that I encounter here at Illusion is if I know of an easy way to remove a BruxZir crown or bridge from the patient's tooth. Now, as you must have seen in the earlier episodes, I always prefer cutting through my crowns instead of just removing them with a crown remover. So as long as you know which burr to use, removing a BruxZir crown or bridge should be more or less routine. Well, it is extremely difficult to cut through a zirconia crown using a carbide burr. Also, we can use a regular diamond burr for this task, but it takes a lot of time and you might end up using a lot of burrs. Also, regular diamond burrs can lead to a lot of heat generation which will reduce the cutting efficiency of the burrs, and it can also lead to some amount of pulpal damage in the long run. Well, I strongly suggest the use of these specially available zirconia cutting diamond burrs to cut through a BruxZir crown or bridge. Now we would assume that we need an extremely coarse diamond burr to cut through a material as tough as BruxZir, but that's not really true. We really need a fine diamond burr for this. So let's get on with it and look at the live case. So this is the kind of burr that I use to cut through a BruxZir or any other zirconia crown to remove it. I also use a Christensen's crown remover to help me get the crown out. This patient reported with a BruxZir anterior crown on the canine. The crown was not quite matching correctly, so I decided to get it out and replace it with a better one. So I will start cutting the crown now with the burr that I showed to you. You can get a rough idea of how tough this material is when you look at all those sparks there. It is critical to have copious amount of water flowing to cool down the tooth and for better cutting. I will continue cutting till I start seeing the tooth structure. We do not need to apply so much force here. All we need is gentle strokes. I will extend this cut palatally now, going through the incisal edge. Once I have exposed the tooth structure throughout, I will just use a Christensen's crown remover and try to crank it out. There you go, nice and easy. I have half the crown out. Now I'll just check if the other half can be removed. Well, it doesn't seem like, so I will section it further and try to get it out. There, you saw that I got a little lucky there. The vibrations from the burr must have broken the cement bond and the other half is out. So you see that the crown is out in two pieces. So always use a zirconia cutting diamond burr to cut through a BruxZir or any other zirconia crown in order to remove it safely and efficiently. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Please write in your comments and questions at the email address flashing on your screen. Also let us know if you want us to feature a particular procedure in the upcoming episodes. This is Dr. Mahesh Jagwani signing off until next week. Keep watching.